We're gonna go ahead and start out with Ben.
Doug, opening in Arlington with that tournament against top competition, does that change in any way your preparation, your build up as you try to, get your arm ready for the season to start?
Preparation wise, as when it comes to baseball, not so much, but I'm certainly thinking, about how I'm going to be able to prepare and doing well on the road and making sure that I'm getting everything that I need to get done on the road in different environments. But as far as preparation with my arm, not so much.
Nick?
Probably a long answer for this one, but what did you have to do to stay ready this summer without the cape, without extra ball, with all the COVID stuff that was going on?
Yeah, I had to get really creative, do a lot of different fun stuff. I mean, it was hard to get into a gym even. So, I mean, I found ways. Thank God I had my brother to throw with because I wasn't really hanging out with anybody. So I'd throw with my brother pretty much every single day in this just open field. And then we'd go and there was this outdoor gym that we would go to. It was like kind of, I forget what it is. It's like the people like will jog past them. So I would go work out over there and just find ways to keep busy. And really, Coach Laugh says it best is like just trying to constantly learn and find ways to get better. So I just surf YouTube all day and look at stuff, call Laugh, run it by him. So just little things like that.
Was it hard to evaluate your progress when you didn't have a hitter there standing in the box?
Certainly, yeah. It was pretty difficult, but I mean, that's why I think that's when in times like that, I try to go to like more minute details because you can't really see the big picture when you're doing all those things, and really didn't even have a mound that often to throw off of. So that's when I really just look towards like simple mechanical things and can't really use data points. So it's back to the old school. And I mean, I like that kind of stuff as well. So I like to learn that way. So yeah, it was a little bit difficult, but it was a fun little challenge too.
Mitch, did you have a question or did you lower your hand?
Yeah, I didn't mean to lower my hand. Quick question for you guys. What are some of the sacrifices you guys are having to make, with the whole COVID protocol and everything? What are some of the sacrifices as players, student athletes, y'all are having to make?
Not too many, but if there were any, it would just be, not being allowed to necessarily be in the facility, being around your teammates as much. So you have to work a little bit harder to make sure that you're doing everything correctly and staying on top of things. But you're not really sacrificing anything, in my opinion. I'm just so happy to be here in the first place. So, I mean, when you show up to the field and you see all the guys, you say hi. You can't really hang out with anybody, but you get all the work done. So,
Andre?
Hey, Doug. Just wanted to ask you, just to have the three of you back of the weekend rotation, just kind of tell us a little bit about the relationship between you guys and how you guys kind of feed off each other and also the development of your pitches in the off season. How have you seen that come along?
The way all three of us work together is really good. I think it's just like a really good relationship between all of us to where we can just bounce ideas off of each other. I'm constantly, as you guys know, I've been always trying to work on my slider. So I'm asking Gunnar, the king of all sliders. I'm like, hey man, how the heck do you throw that? So I'm asking him stuff. Derek's constantly asking me stuff. We're all just bouncing ideas off each other. So it's a good dynamic, good relationship. And even to add on to that, we all evaluate and go out on the mound and conquer our nervousness or energy. We all handle it differently. So it's fun to see how Gunnar handles it, how Derek handles it, and taking a little bit from each other because we can all, I guess, learn a little bit. But like you said, my development with my pitches in the off season, worked a lot on my slider. With as far as like fastball and stuff like that, I tried to look a little bit towards my lower half just to see how much I can get more out of there. But with the slider, really trying to make it less of a like a slurvy pitch and make it a lot more tight, a little bit firmer, and especially more consistent.
Ben?
Doug, kind of back to what I was talking about. What is your build-up process like over the next 3 weeks? Like, how do you ramp up to get ready for that first start?
Right. It goes back probably about a month ago when I think I threw my first bullpen, and then just adding on more pitches at a time, and then eventually now to where I'm facing my first hitters I've faced in a long time now. So get in front of some hitters, reevaluate, and continue to grow. And by the time the season starts, be ready to face the other team.
Nick?
Doug, how competitive, if at all, are you with Gunnar? I know the two of you are both getting a lot of hype preseason. You've came here together. You've known each other for such a long time. Is there any friendly competition between you guys, or is it all collaborative?
Nothing comes to mind that we distinctively will get onto each other about. But I mean, it's like an unspoken always want to do better than each other, but always in good sports. So I mean, it's like it's almost all collaborative, but really, I mean, everyone wants to compete and get better, and that's really the essence of Ole Miss Rebels, is just competing against one another. And then once it comes time to play on the field, we're all brothers. So